Greetings everybody, Economy of Games Online. Welcome back to more Lost Dimension. Last time, we went through the second judgment, and we're down yet another team member. We've lost Marco. And in this episode, let's get started on the third floor. Now, there's also well, I'm gonna get the mission started, but there's one thing I didn't explain about Judgment, but I'll explain that when we get into the mission. Alright, and into the fire. This is what we're gonna be starting off with. We've got a bunch of enemies, all level 13. We're gonna put Himeno over here, because she can do area of effect damage, and those three enemies off over there, they're not gonna have the best time when Himeno's around. Toya, you can go in slot 2. Mana, you go in slot 3. Let's put Sojiro in slot 5, because he might need to provide some backup for Himeno. Because 3 enemies at once is not really the best thing to deal with. And let's throw in Agito as well. Alright, let's get this started.
We've lost 2 members of our team. Since our numbers are dwindling, we'll have to be more cautious when going into battle.
You're overlooking the really shitty part. How long I gotta pretend to like you jerks when we can't even trust each other? Ridiculous.
I'd like to request, if any of you are a traitor, don't stab me in the back during battle.
I suppose the best thing for us is to remain suspicious of each other, but work together, right? We need to beware the enemies we fight, but we still can't trust our teammates.
Even if we know there's a traitor among us, we still need to fight alongside each other. It's certainly an odd sensation, but we have no other alternatives on the matter.
Alright, here we go. And into the fire. That mission name is going to make sense in a bit. But it's also going to be our first mission on the third stratum. How exciting.
Damn.
I thought that last floor was a bit of a surprise, but this one's a wicked laugh.
Makes sense.
What sort of machinery keeps this tower operational? What a disappointment. I was really quite enjoying the scenery of this place. All just smoke and mirrors, as they say. Like a damn amusement park in here. You get one glimpse backstage, and the whole magic is ruined forever.
Aw, man.
Wait, so everything in this tower is really just science and machinery? That's a letdown. This area feels so different from everywhere else. It's hard to believe this place is just like a normal building in some ways.
No.
Looks to me like these machines are a bit different from what we're used to, though. They're not powered by electricity. You think this entire place is just one large generator? Are we really having a discussion about engineering? It's a no-brainer. If it moves, I fry it.
Damn it.
The environments keep changing so drastically that it's hard to get comfortable. We need to just press onward. We owe it to the ones we've sacrificed. Here we go, and into the fire. Now, while I'm working through this mission, I want to talk about that aspect of Judgment I didn't really talk about. I mentioned in the first Judgment that it's comparable to Danganronpa, where it's like you gotta figure out who did it, or I guess in this case who the traitor is. One way it differs from Danganronpa is, in Danganronpa, if you guess the wrong person, then it's basically game over. No questions asked, just game over. In this game, if you guess the wrong traitor, or if you judge someone incorrectly, you still get to keep going. But that does affect something later on, and we're gonna get into that near the end of the game. And I mean like really near the end of the game, like at the very end of it. It's not until the very end of the game that you judging a traitor incorrectly comes back to bite you. But that aside, we've got work to do.
Eyes on me, buddy.
So of course we gotta get this work done.
On my way.
Alright, let's go with when Himeno's turn is gonna be like, alright. Firestorm, yeah, that's gonna hit everybody, so let's use it.
How's this?
That's pretty good. Alright, let's defer over to Himeno.
Oh,
And maybe take down a few of these guys. Let's get back here. Firestorm. It's gonna hit everybody here. Plus ignition on top of it.
how's this?
And burn. Alright, well, we
Is
took
that
down
all?
one of them. I'll take that. Definitely. I mean, I'd be crazy not to. And, yep. As the name implies, fire attacks. And it bites.
Not good.
Oh god. Well, there's only 2 enemies now, so Himeno should be able to survive no problem. Yeah. I wasn't too concerned about Himeno going down. Mana, you're gonna take damage, but you have a ton of HP, so it's not a huge deal. Also, during my talk about how Judgment, a little bit more of how Judgment works, I also got to show one of Toyo's new abilities, Thunderbolts. It is what it sounds like. Meantime, ton of enemies decide to miss. Okay.
Let's do this.
Alright.
Well,
What are we gonna do? Toya, I should probably start getting you ready to head Mana's direction, because Mana's probably gonna need some backup when you take down this guy.
what a nasty shock.
I'm gonna...
Not good enough.
Gonna need a little bit more power than that. Oh, yay. Oh, both of you? Alright, what do I have? Could use... You know what? Yeah. Can I sneak around these guys? Yeah, I can. So let's use a torpedo fist from here. There's gotta be like a way to position this so that way I can get both of them. We were able to do it just a moment ago. There we go. Torpedo fist. Bam, double back attack. And then they don't counter me. It's a win-win situation. Alright, let's go for cruel step.
This one's a killer.
Get out of here.
On my way.
Another enemy gone?
My head.
Really? Alright, move slightly further forward. Now burn this guy.
Burn.
Thank you for dying.
Is that all?
Alright, who
Let's
hasn't
do
gone
this.
yet? Sho and Sojiro. Alright. Unfortunately, right now, the only thing Sho's got that does damage is lock on, so I guess it's our best bet right now.
Take this!
Alright, hopefully you survive Sho. Meanwhile, Himeno, I'm just gonna leave you behind and have Sojiro go somewhere else. Where am I gonna even have Sojiro go? Let's have him go over here. Am I having Sho handle that guy? Yeah, looks like it. Okay, so I'm pretty sure everyone's still gonna survive without much problem.
Saw that coming.
Yeah, you attack me, then you counter, or you assist, then I counter. Jet propulsion, Toya, survive, no problem. And those two are just gonna wait, aren't they? Oh no, you're gonna attack. Mana survives without much of a problem. We might end up putting Mana into Berserk mode, though.
Too slow.
Which is okay with me, because it means we're gonna have an easier time against
This looks
those
bad.
guys, at least.
This isn't good.
Okay.
On my way.
What do we want to do then? I think first step is going to be send Sojiro this way.
Who's this?
Yeah.
Somehow.
Alright, how much? Alright, Sho, if you survive, it would be barely. So let's have you use lock on. And Sojiro, if you'd be so kind. Yes! Alright, good job, Sojiro.
This isn't good.
Alright, Toya. Will Thunderbolt be enough? It might barely hang on.
What a nasty shock.
Yeah. Oh no, I took it down. Sweet.
Oh, I'm really in a spot now.
Let's use... Alright, this is where that plan comes into action. Let's get behind this guy. Let's use... Barrage. Actually, let's use Torpedo Fist. Not enough. But that does put Mana into reserve mode, so... She's gonna be doing a lot. Case in point. This is why Berserk mode's sometimes a good thing. Meanwhile, let's use Cruel Step on this guy, but it's not getting enough to get the kill.
Here I go.
Yeah, not by a long shot.
Too slow.
Keep it together.
And then all that's left is Himno, which not really much you can do. I mean, I can start sending you towards Agito and Mana. Probably Agito though, because yeah. Get propulsion. And you, sir, are gonna miss.
Too slow.
Yep. Player phase, Mana gets to go first. Torpedo Fish should take down this guy. Yep, no problem.
Oh, jeez. Here it comes.
I advise
Alright.
caution.
Oh, jeez.
I
Here it
advise
comes.
Together.
Yeah, Himeno is the one who's close to where Agito is. But... I'm not gonna be able to... No, I'm not. Okay, cool.
Are you alright?
Well, that
Oh, jeez.
complicates
Here it
things.
comes.
Alright. How do we want to do this then? I would like to take down that guy this turn, but it's gonna be tricky. Cause I don't really have much that can help me in this situation.
Are you alright?
Sho can't really reach
I
anyone.
advise caution.
Sojiro can't really reach anyone. Unless, where's that guy? Yeah, all the way over there.
Oh, jeez.
I advise
Here it
you
comes.
Alright, this is gonna be interesting. But, alright, you know what? Let's try to pull a few strings. Who's over here? Is that's Toya. Alright, let's send Sho over here.
Well, that
I
complicates
advise
things.
caution.
Oh, jeez. Here it
Because
comes.
I don't think, let's see. Yeah, Cruel Step's not gonna do enough, unfortunately.
Well, that complicates things.
Toya's not gonna be able to reach the place. I don't think, at least. Might be able to. No, that's Mana. Never mind. Don't want to send you towards Mana. Why would I do that? Well, crap. Okay. I guess we're gonna take accept the reality, and we're gonna need to take another turn. I was kind of hoping to avoid it, but I don't think there's any way we're gonna be able to avoid it.
Oh, jeez. Here it comes.
I could try. I think like it's either let Himno attack or let Agito attack. So
Check this out.
you
This
know what?
one's mine.
Let's give Himno a shot. See if she can do it. Yeah. Let's do it. We do have some ignition, so it might be enough.
Burn!
No. Barely
I
survived, of
advise caution.
course. That bites. Alright. Well, that's the reality of the matter.
This could get ugly.
And, yeah, nope. Not even gonna try it anymore. Enemy phase, you're gonna attack Himeno. Well, hopefully we still get the A rank.
This looks bad.
Or the S rank. Mana's no longer
isn't
berserk,
good.
however, she's
This
now
looks bad.
dazed, so we can't do anything with her anyways.
Yeah!
Let's just finish this guy off with our 9 HP. Alright, let's see the A rank.
Damn.
It looks like it's over.
Yes.
It's only natural to have results like these when we work in tandem. I wish I could ditch you losers and just do this on my own. You guys are a pain in the ass. You saying, like, we don't trust each other, but we need each other's physical powers. Sounds like we got ourselves a purely physical relationship, huh?
Let's go.
Let's press on. And into the fire complete. Yeah, let's see the A rank. Yeah. That's unfortunate. But that means we're just gonna be coming back to this mission later. Claim our gift points. And let's end this mission.
I don't know.
Man, how long is all this supposed to last? Quit lagging or I'll just leave you behind. You're always so cold to everyone, Zenji. Instead of leaving him behind, why don't you just relieve him of his troubles in the next judgment?
No.
That wasn't very funny, Mana. Really? I thought it was a pretty good idea for her. I think it's that accent. No matter what she says, it always sounds like an insult. Mana maintains it rather well. It's not like I don't want to keep going, but it's just hard to stay motivated with no goal in sight. I mean, we don't even know why we're being forced to go through all this.
Huh?
I thought that part was obvious. We're doing this so we can kill that bastard at the top.
Huh?
So we climb to the top just to kill at the end?
I don't know.
Call me crazy, but I don't think that goal and what we're doing right now are quite in sync.
Well,
Then again, maybe that's pretty in line with what we know about the end as well. So what you're trying to say is, we don't know why the end waits on the top floor?
That's true.
Well, he certainly doesn't seem like the type to hide.
All right.
Agito does have a point there. Why does the end want us to climb this tower? He's got a twisted mind. Case closed.
That's right.
Well, that was a quick response, but I'd have to say I agree with you. He did go out of his way to prepare this mysterious tower and all.
No.
A twisted mind, huh? But is that really all there is to it?
I
don't know about that. There has to be a reason he wants to destroy the world and why he wants us to climb this tower. Wouldn't you think so? There's always a motive behind one's actions. Is that it? So you think there's some kind of reason why we're being forced to kill amongst ourselves?
Nope.
Well, that part I just assumed was for Yux. You think he's putting us through this just because he gets a kick out of it? It doesn't matter if he enjoys this. The fact remains that the end has gone too far. It's up to us to pass judgment on him. I really don't mind if he's doing all of this to appease himself. Whether there's a reason behind it or not, it doesn't change that I'm going to burn him.
Well,
He is crazy enough to put us through all this. Maybe it is just for his own pleasure. It's never good when someone with money or power has a perverted sense of pleasure.
Damn.
For enjoyment, or for a purpose, huh? There's just too much we don't know about the end right now. Alright, well, that's another story mission done. But let's talk with people. See what people have to say. I'm actually going to talk to Zenji first, because I still have to build my camaraderie with him. He changed the scenery again. I knew it was coming.
You're right.
It's a bit more modern now. He can throw whatever he likes at us. I'm gonna smash it all the same. That's fine, but don't forget we're a team. Eh, what the hell does that mean? Did you forget my gift, huh? Teamwork's what I do best. Sure doesn't feel like it. You say something? You must be hearing things. Alright, and from there, we will actually go in order from the top. A chemical plant now. Just when I thought he'd be surrounded by trees, this happens. I can't get a good grasp of where we are in the tower.
Yeah.
Agreed. It's apparent that the space within the pillar is connected in a weird way. I don't think the gate from the lobby is an ordinary elevator either. It feels like the room itself is being teleported.
However,
He ends an erratic, man. If this is his way of stalling for time...
No.
No. In that case, we won't understand his logic for declaring war and inviting us here. He has to have some objective. There must be something. This time it's mechanized. So many variations. Is the end worried we'd get bored? Heh, just kidding. I'm just so curious about all this disorder. The field looks like a factory this time around. It seems the danger level has increased from before. We better be careful.
You're right.
Yeah, you're right. The deployed enemies seem to be stronger too. Though it may be case by case, we should reevaluate our teamwork, use of gifts, and fortifications when the enemy is strong. We'll make it work one way or another. A whole new scenery unfolds, so industrialized. It's such a dissonant timeline of events we've been traveling through. A chemical factory? Power plant? That's my guess. True, I think it's for show. I doubt he's managing a functional facility.
You're right.
I'm curious, what is that substance?
Well,
I don't know. It can't be determined from appearance alone. I advise we don't make contact with it, at least until we know more about its effects. Alright, we've talked with everybody that we can. So, let's go back to setup, because we did get some more gift points after that battle, so... Who has gift points? Mana has a gift point, so let's put it into impact. Who else has a point? Nagi, you have a point. Let's give you, Oh. I'm blind, apparently. Why do I think Nagi has a point? Wow, I'm dumb. Okay, let's give Sojiro Overheal, because another good ability for Sojiro is this one, Mass Renewal. But we'll get that later, hopefully. Let's put a point into Charged Link for Zenji. With Yoko, let's put a point into Demotivation. How close are we actually to, we're still a ways away from getting Brain Hacker. But Brain Hacker is such a good skill, I really want that skill. Alright. Well, even if it was only one mission, we did get through a mission, and it is unfortunately only in an A ranking, so I think next time we might actually go to Forest Palace. Let's see what we have to deal with. Level 12 enemies, I think we can take them. Yeah, so next time on Lost Dimension, we're heading back to the second stratum to get through Forest Palace. And if we have some time left after that, we might go back to Lost Civilization to try to get the S ranking now we're a bit higher level. See you guys then.